It was all good just a week ago. Then they repoed your vehicle. Now you're mad at Bleak and Hope. This episode kind of reminds me of that line by Memphis Bleak. I'm trying to remember what song it was, but with that being said, you know, things are good, and you're not really worried about nothing, right? You're in a good mood, you're happy-go-lucky, you're doing what you gotta do. But what do you do when things go wrong? What do you do when you're put under pressure? Who do you become? What do you do? And if you are not accustomed to pressure, how do you become accustomed to pressure? I've learned through my years that you want pressure. You want to have that pressure on you because most people can't deal with it. And that's what's going to make you special. When it comes to situations for me, I seek out pressure. I seek out intensity. I'm not going to say I seek out chaos because that could be taken negatively. But if there's pressure on and you need to perform in order for it to go well, I seek that out. I love it. Because that's when you show and prove who you really are. Anybody can be good when things are going well. But what do you do when things are going bad? How do you adapt? How do you adjust? How do you handle it? Do you balk under the pressure? Do you wither? Or do you stand 10 toes? Do you stand strong and stand up to it and be like, it's whatever. I can got it. I can take care of it. I can think back to when I was in middle school. It was a basketball game, right? I was on a basketball team. I believe it was 7th grade. It was a tournament. And we were tied 26 or something like that. And I was on a free throw line with seconds to go. And I had 2 free throws. And basically, you know, if I hit these 2 free throws, we win. So I was under pressure. And when I walked up to the line, you know, everyone's, you know, come on, you got this. Come on, you know. You knock these down, you win this game. Come on, you got this, you can handle it. You got it. And I remember my response when I walked up to that line. I looked at everybody on my bench. I looked at everybody in the crowd. And I did the signal, the hand signal when you push down. You know, telling them, like, calm down, chill out, I got this. That was my response. I wanted that pressure. I wanted to take that last shot. That's who I was. That's who I still am. I want that. And in turn, I knocked down both free throws and we won. There was another time in practice. I was actually on the C team in middle school. And we were going against the A team, I believe. And we were tied. No, we weren't tied. They were up 8 and we were down. We had 6 and they had 8. And it was the end of practice. And it was about to be the end of the game. And I wanted that pressure. I got down the ball. I got the ball. I went down court. Shot it from half court. I hit it and we won the game. I wanted that pressure. Now, I could tell many stories about me in basketball and how, you know, if it's a last-second shot or whether it's a game point, things of that nature, and, you know, I wanted it and I decided I wanted to take it, so I took the ball and I did what I had to do and finished the game. I have plenty of stories so I could talk about that. But the main point in me telling these stories is I'm alluding to the fact that I want that pressure. I want to prove that I'm better. I want to prove that I can handle any situation. And if you're a person that isn't used to doing that, then it's going to be harder for you to deal with those pressure situations because you never put yourself in it. For me, I've always put myself in it. And I implore you to put yourself in it. You need to get used to pressure. You need to get used to being able to think calmly when things aren't going the way you want them to go. You need to get used to that. Because the second you get used to that, it only makes you stronger. It makes you that much better. And I'm not talking about better than others, because inherently, yes, you'll be better than others in dealing with certain situations, but you'll be better in general, and you'll be better as a person. Because in any life situation, when there's pressure, when there's intensity, it's not going to scare you. You're going to be able to think clearly. You're going to be able to handle it. So I feel you need to put yourself in these situations so you can really see who you truly are. So if you put yourself in a pressure situation and you realize the person that you are, you can't handle pressure situations, and that you really are more scary compared to others, that's fine. That's fine. But you gotta remember, it doesn't have to stay that way. It doesn't have to always be that way. You can change that. You just gotta be willing to put yourself out there. I've always been the one that will put myself out there no matter what, and deal with whatever comes with it. And all it does is just makes you stronger. And that's the whole point. You want to be stronger, you want to be better, you want to be confident, you want to be competent, you want to be able to do all these things. And you want to do all these things not just when there's no pressure, but you want to do all these things when there is pressure. Because if you can handle it when there is pressure, then it's going to be a breeze when there's no pressure at all. You just want to do it. So with this episode, I'd implore you to put yourself in pressure situations. Now, this doesn't mean go and be a crash out, get into fights, get into arguments, get into those kind of situations. I don't mean that. I mean situations where you're at work, there's a highly important situation that needs to be dealt with, and everybody's scared to do it. You be that person that's not scared to do it. You handle that situation. You be that person. You handle that. At that point, you become the go-to guy. And you put yourself that much above everybody else because you can handle it and you enjoy it. So if there's anything I want to tell you and I want you to leave with, that if there's pressure, don't run away from it. Go towards it. Because in the end, it's going to make you stronger in the long run and make you better. I'm Jeuse Kastoan, and this is Hard Reset.